I'm gonna share with you 4 of my favorite date ideas that Erin and I have gone on in the past 5 years of dating each other. And hopefully this will spark some ideas in you on dates that you can go on with your significant other. And what I've done is that these dates that I'm gonna share with you actually fits in one of the 4 budget categories that I've set for Erin and I. First date I want to share with you is $1 sign. It is actually completely free. All you have to do is just pay for gas because you'll be driving to a bunch of different locations. And what made this date so special is just the timing. On some of the dates that you go on, timing is probably one of the most important things that you have to consider. And it's because timing is what makes those dates stand out among other dates. We actually went to filming locations of 2 of our favorite TV shows. It would be The Office and Parks and Rec. For some reason, in that first year of marriage, that was like our go-to show. I didn't tell my wife where we were going, but I surprised her. And what I did was I pulled up on my phone and I had it playing Bluetooth in our car, and I had the theme song of Parks and Rec, and I had the theme song of The Office ready. And as we pulled up to each location, I played the theme song, and it was so cool to see her reaction because she didn't know I was gonna play something, and all of a sudden she hears this theme and it sounds so familiar, and she's trying to figure out why we're listening to this theme song. And I had her open her eyes, and right when she opened her eyes, she sees the City Hall building at Parks and Rec while the Parks and Rec theme song was going. And out of all the places that we can go, it's actually something that's so memorable because it was the TV show that we both watched in our first year of marriage. So we did that for Parks and Rec, and I also took her to the filming location of The Office. All right, date number 2. This date actually fits in our second budget category, $2 signs. And what made this date so interesting is that we saw each other in an outfit that we don't regularly see each other in, which is pajamas, because we were dating. There's a couple restaurants out there that have special deals, and one of them is Cafe 50s. And it's this 50s themed diner that's in LA. And what they have was a special going on where if you come to that restaurant wearing your pajamas, then you get this deal. And I forget what the deal was, but we either got a discount or free milkshake. And yeah, it made the date less expensive, but that wasn't the point. It was just simply trying something new, wearing something different, having this fun experience wearing pajamas. And what I really wanted to do was I wanted our pajamas to match. So we actually bought a pair of matching pajamas. I got ready, she got ready, I picked her up, and we drive to our date in our pajamas. And just a quirky little fun little thing that we did. All right, date number 3. This fits in our third category, which is $3 signs. I like to surprise Erin a lot, and so a lot of the dates that we go on, I don't even tell her what we're doing. She just figures it out as we go along. We just went out for dinner, but what was special about this dinner was that the room that we were in was actually a rotating room, but it just rotates so slowly you don't even notice. It was a nice restaurant, obviously, and it was many stories high, and you get this sky view. And there's many restaurants out there, if you just search it up, rotating rotating rooftop dinner, and you'll probably find a restaurant. She knew that we were getting dinner, but she didn't know that the rooftop dinner place was going to rotate. I didn't think it all the way through, and then I realized, wait, I haven't figured out a way to tell her that this room is rotating. And I could have done like, oh, look at this view, isn't that nice? And I could have named that specific building, like, oh wow, that looks cool. And then maybe like 10 minutes later, I'll say, wow, wait, where'd that building go? And it's gone or something. Because it takes like a whole hour to actually go back to the exact same spot. But what I did was, there was this pillar that holds up the room, and I just patted the pillar, and I was like, dang, this is a nice pillar, huh? And that was dumb. I don't know, there were so many other possibilities I could have said, but a pillar of all things. And then I said, hey, where'd the pillar go? After a couple minutes. And then she's like, wait, this room rotates? She was surprised nonetheless, and I think with a little bit more planning, I could have done a more clever way of revealing that rooftop spins. All right, and the fourth date that we went on, which actually fits our fourth budget category, which is $4 signs, and it was a gondola ride during the sunset, and it was beautiful to see the sunset as you're riding in the gondola. Once you arrived, there was a basket, and it had complimentary cheese, crackers, a blanket to keep you warm, and the gondola person took a Polaroid picture that you're able to keep afterwards, and music was playing, and it's just this romantic ride, 1 hour in the bay, and it was out of earshot from the gondola ride person that was steering the gondola, and we had this private, intimate 1 hour gondola ride. And then I believe afterwards we had an Italian dinner. Those dates are 4 of my favorite dates that Aaron and I have gone on, and hopefully that gave you some ideas that maybe you can go on. So let me know if you like these kind of videos where I share previous dates that we've been on so that you guys can get more variety of dates. Otherwise, we're gonna keep filming our dates and you can be inspired by that as well. And if you think my videos are gonna be beneficial for you, then consider subscribing. Thanks, guys.